What a great welcome. Thank you all very much. So, we'll kick off by pointing out that traditionally the father of the groom doesn't say anything. So I will not say anything. What I will be doing, I will be passing this microphone along to others who will have various things to say. So we'll kick off with the father of the bride. Harry, I would call upon you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been told to keep this speech short, so I will. Will, on behalf of myself and our whole family, thank you so much. Beware, however, no returns and no refunds. Thank you. No, seriously, I wouldn't have got away with that, unfortunately. It is traditional that today I welcome you into our family, but if truth be told, we've considered you part of our family for quite some time now. I don't know if you realise, I'm sure you have, we're not wealthy. So if you've married Sarah for my money, the joke's on you. But when I think about what I have and my children, I think I'm the richest man that I know. Sarah, you have both amazed and bewildered us nearly your whole life. You showed no fear when climbing trees, walls, rocks, or whatever. But yet, you couldn't sleep over with your cousins. Don't know what was wrong with them. Anybody else for that matter. I mean, I remember running down to Portrush to pick you up 2 o'clock in the morning because you wouldn't stay over with them. But I suppose your most recent example was whenever you decided it would be a good idea to quit a perfectly good job in Great Ormond Street and run off and run a ski chalet in Italy for 3 to 4 months. As it turned out, that probably wasn't a bad call, because now you're in a different job with a different hospital, different challenges, loving your vocation again, and Will is managing the Rupert Brook people, which is in Grantchester. It will be a lovely place to visit when it's finished. Time really has prohibited the traditional embarrassing stories, but I can't really think of anything anyway. Oh, wait. Sarah is no dozer and can show strokes of genius now and then. I recall when Sarah was too old for sucking dummies, we bribed her into giving them all away. She could pick out any one toy in the shop and she could have it as long as she gave her dummies to the lady in the shop. Things seemed to go really well. She did, however, negotiate a better deal for the dummies than what we had planned, and surprisingly she handed over the dummies and all seemed well. That night, putting her to bed, went through the usual routine. Teeth brushed, jammies on. We did our little bedtime routine, and all seemed well. And we said good night, and she just, as she was turning over, just stuck her thumb in her mouth and curled up and went to sleep. Now, I don't know how many years ago that is, but I believe you still suck your thumb at night. And cuddle little Pinky.
Oh, yeah.
So we realised then that we had a hustler in the family. Right, pearls of wisdom now. I have a few. That's the only funny story I've got. well, that I'm going to tell here anyway. Pearls of wisdom, I do have a few. Never go to bed angry with each other. Always kiss and make up before you go to bed. A successful marriage is not so much about finding someone you can live with. It's more about finding somebody that you can't live without. And prioritize each other and remember what's important. I've lost my page. Is there another one? There is. They're all stuck together. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, here today, solemn promises have been made and friends have become family. So please raise your glass and join me in a toast to the bride and groom. Bride and groom.
Thank you very much, Harry. Oh, hang on, they've turned the volume back up because I'll keep it further away. Thank you very much. I was going to say it was a seminal moment for our family when Sarah signed up to go on that skiing holiday. I'm getting emotional because it was one of the things we always said. It's like, oh my goodness, she doesn't know how to ski. So the commitment of going for 3 months after having had a 1 week skiing holiday, which was reasonably brutal the first week. She wasn't well, classic French, horrible ski instructor, all of those things. And then she went and did that, and I think it shows a level of commitment above and beyond. So well done. And I'll just pick up on that point from Harry. That crazy idea, but my goodness, it was quite the thing. So I'll now call upon Erin to say a few words. Again, whether it's traditional or not, but Erin, the maid of honour, is going to say a few words next.
Hello everybody. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Erin, Sarah's biggest pain in the side. Before I get started with this speech, I just want us all to take a wee minute to appreciate how good Sarah looks tonight. And I'm going to get started before I start crying. So I've been fortunate enough to know Sarah for nearly my whole life. Growing up together, we went on many family holidays, including Spain and Donegal. And you'd be sure to find us bunking in the same room or tent. Spent most of the night laughing and annoying our parents. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you had told a younger Sarah and Erin that we would end up being married within a couple of months of each other to two different Macaulay boys, I think we'd have both had a right laugh. I feel so blessed to have you in my life, and now we get to grow all together with our two headers by our sides. Sarah is one of the most caring and selfless people I know. As a nurse, she spends her days taking care of others with unwavering dedication. She has this amazing ability to comfort, heal, and brighten the day of anyone lucky enough to be in her presence, whether it's a patient in need, a friend having a rough day, or even a stranger who could just use a little kindness. But as much as she's known for her big heart, she's also known for something else, her incredible sense of humour. She will quite literally make you laugh until your sides hurt. Her charm and ability to find joy in even the smallest things are just a few of the reasons why we all love her so much. They say laughter is the best medicine, but I'm pretty sure that Will would argue it's marrying a nurse. After all, who better to take care of you in sickness and in health than someone who's quite literally trained for it? When Sarah met Will, everything just fell into place. He saw the brilliance in her that the rest of us has always seen, and she blossomed. She's more sure of herself, more adventurous, and more determined than ever to live life to the fullest. You have both achieved so much together over the last 3.5 years or so, from house moves and career changes to ski seasons and managing your hectic work schedules. I always look forward to hearing what tricks you two have up your sleeves every time we catch up. Endless night FaceTimes and voice notes about anything and everything. I always know you're only a flight or a plane away. Now that brings me to the big man, Will. Master chef, and a darn good one at that. King pint sinker, cool as a penguin on the slopes, and now finally, after many attempts, designated driver. I have many fond memories of time spent with these two between Cambridge, Belfast and London. And one of my favourite nights was Will's birthday 2 years ago in Walthamstow. I know some of you were there. It's lovely to see your faces again. I got to meet some of his lovely friends. We sang him happy birthday at midnight, and not long after that, he was asleep, upright in a seat, drink still in hand. You! The McDonald's that we had the next day was the best 60 quid we'd ever spent. Even with all of Will's many hobbies and talents, the one thing that he still loves more is Sarah. He never fails to put a smile on her face, and that is the only reason we will forgive him for supporting Fulham. Sarah is the big sister I never had, and I couldn't have wished for anything more for my big sister than what she's found with Will. Now, if you'll all join me in raising a glass and toasting to a lifetime adventures for Mr. and Mrs. Macaulay. Woo!
So now, returning to tradition, it will be for the best man to give us a few words.
Right, I just want to start by saying a big thank you to everyone who's been involved in today. I know there's been so many different moving parts today, and I just want to say a special thank you to Mum and Dad, to Harry and Tanya, and to all of Sarah and Will's amazing friends and family who's just really put in a good graft today, and it's been such a special day. When I was writing this speech, I just thought about qualities in Will that I admire and I think make him the man he is. And the first things I thought about were his kindness, his loyalty, and his empathy. And just that he's just the most lovable lad that you'll ever meet. And everyone loves Will. I've never heard anyone say a bad word about him. And he's got the most amazing way of getting on with people, where people just gravitate towards him. He's not the loudest man in the room most of the time, but he's the one that people want to know and, spend time with. And he's also... He's also got the most relentless social battery of anyone I've ever met in my life. When we were growing up, it was always big parties at the field. It was 30 people squeezed into our kitchen for a Christmas dinner. Generally getting into trouble with Matt and Freddie, with the other two groomsmen here. And my favourite little recollection of how I came to realise that was when I took Will out for his 18th birthday with a colleague of ours. We went to Benedetto's restaurant on the quayside, actually, for some of us in the room. And we ordered absolutely everything off the menu. We had a fair few bottles of wine. And as it got to about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I was stuffed. I was quite tipsy and I was knackered and I was ready to go home. And I ordered a taxi and Will looked at me in disgust. Because he was going out for dinner with his mates, then he was going to a few bars, and then he was going out clubbing in the evening as well, and I just thought, fair play. And I think something that Will really struggled with during COVID was not being able to see his mates, not being able to spend time with his family. And that's when he told me he met Sarah. I was so pleased for him because, it was something he'd been missing. And then it seemed like all of a sudden we were meeting Sarah, she was coming to ours, and I remember when we met Sarah for the first time, she came for a roast at ours in Coton. And because it was during COVID, I didn't know really what to do. Do you give them a hug? Do you shake their hand? Do you just stand 2 meters apart and wave? And as soon as Sarah saw me and Victoria walk in the room, she just came over and gave us the biggest hug. And from that point, I just knew she was part of our family. And on that night as well, I saw how Will and Sarah looked at each other. I saw how they spoke to each other and spoke about each other. And I really thought they had something special, and now here we are today. You guys have got so much to look forward to. I know Dave mentioned it during the ceremony, but just this month, getting married, new house, new puppy next week. You're going to be flat out. But all your family and friends in this room are going to be here to support you, including me. And Sarah, I think you already know this, but if Will turns out to be half the husband as he has been, a brother and a friend for all these years, then you're in for a happy marriage. So to Will and Sarah. Cheers. Where's that?
That was so
Okay, so mild confusion there, but I'm going to move back here and do my Wizard of Oz thing. Magically, pixels will appear on the screen. We have a number of people who can't be with us today, and we've asked them to give us little video clips. It's quite loud, table here, sorry. But so the people at the back can hear. And you get to see the big pixels, but it's loud. They get to see small pixels. But so I'll just roll this. And as I jokingly said to the photographers, there's copyright material in here, and I don't have clearance. So.
Hello, Sarah and Will. Hearty congratulations on this, your wedding day. Sorry I can't be there with you, but you will both be very much in my thoughts and prayers. And wish you very best wishes for a long and happy marriage. Love to all from Granny.
Hi there, Will and Sarah. Hope you're having a wonderful day, memorable day. Obviously, Granny and I would have loved to have been there, but life gets in the way. We're there in spirit. We're there in spirit, and we wish you every help and happiness for your future.
Hi, Wills and Sarah. We're so sorry we're unable to be with you on this very happy occasion of your marriage, but we trust that you have a lovely day with your family and with your friends, and we wish you well for the future.
We're really looking forward to seeing you sometime again, whether it's in England or Northern Ireland. Every happiness.
Hi guys, well, you've made it. It is officially your wedding day. All the months of prep and planning and thinking about what this day would be like have culminated in this day. So I hope you've had a fantastic day so far. Congratulations on becoming husband and wife. So I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there to stand with you in person. Sorry that I couldn't quite make it into that bridesmaid dress, Sarah, to dander up the aisle. But me and Bump, me and Baby D are cheering you guys on from Northern Ireland. And we are looking forward to seeing you soon. So sending you all our love. I'm praying for you guys as you embark on married life together. And please know that we don't just celebrate you guys today. We don't just love you guys today. We are here for you, me and Gareth, whenever you need us, for the long run. So we will see you soon. Love you lots. Bye.
Congratulations! Sorry that we can't be there, but we hope that you had the best day, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Hi everyone, just a quick message to say congratulations to William and Sarah on their special day.
Sad cannot be there with you.
We wish you all the best of luck and congratulations.
Hope to see you soon, or maybe we can meet here. I wish you the best.
Choki!
Choki.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, and that's the vast majority of you, years ago, the Moss family, Father Moss moved to Saudi Arabia. And in those days, they didn't have Netflix and other such things. The only thing they had was VHS tapes, and one of them was Robin Hood.
The only one.
The only one. I thought you had Smokey and the Bandit too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that was...
And that is one of the Moss family classics. It's why the Moss clan on WhatsApp, the picture is Robin Hood. And it's not Robin Hood. It's a Robin Hood, the way the Americans would say it. And that's it. So this is why. Hoodlally all the way through.
Golly, what a day. That was solid gold hubcap. It was.
So that's just the little, the Moss side. I'm not sure whether Sarah knows that joke or not on the Moss side of the family, but that's what it is. So finally then, let's move on to the bride and groom and a few words from them. And I'll start off asking Sarah to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm a bit nervous, so just bear with me. Hello. I'm not going to introduce myself the way Erin did, because I think you should all know who I am. But anyway, if not, this big monstrosity is a big hint, all right? First of all, I just want to thank you all for coming to share our really special day with me, but us, I suppose. I'm not going to take long. I just want to say a few wee things. But before I get talking about people that are in the room, I want to say some things about people who aren't. Heard from some of them. Will's going to touch a bit on this too, but I just want to talk about the people who are near and dear to me who couldn't make it. Firstly, my sister-in-law, Heather, who is so pregnant right now. So she's definitely got the best excuse in the book. She's on FaceTime. She's over there. You really have become my sister over the years, the big sister I never had, and someone I really have come to depend on, and we're missing you so much today, Heather. My Granny Donaghy, or Granny Portrush, as she was affectionately known in our house. Again, you heard a few wee words from her. This woman, and this isn't a joke, she genuinely is like the matriarch of the Donaghy Trimble family, and we really wish she could have been here, and but she is 96, so we'll give her a pass, I guess. I just also I just want to mention my Papa Portrush. He was an absolute character. But such a loving, kind, compassionate person who always made time for his grandchildren, always made us feel special. Unfortunately, we lost Papa during COVID, and I think we all miss him so much. But today, the 19th of August, is now a special day for two reasons. It's our new wedding anniversary, and it's the day I became a Macaulay. But we also now share our anniversary with my Granny and Papa Portrush, who would have been 69 years married today. That was totally by chance. We didn't realise until we'd booked it, did we? Now to my girls in green. Erin, Melissa, Victoria. These are all just so beautiful today, by the way. I'm going to go one by one, so Erin, you first of all. You're one of my best friends. You're my ride or die. We've seen so much of life together. You've supported me through thick and thin, and I just love you so much. And Melissa, I think apart from family, you're the person that has known me the longest. Me and Melissa have been in each other's lives since she was born, and I was 9 months old, 8 months old. Our parents were friends, so yeah, definitely known me the longest. Don't cry, I'm going to cry. You've been such a steadfast friend, and you always make time for the people that you love and the people in your life. I love our coffee and beach walks every time I'm back home, and they're just so special to me. We have to keep doing it. And Victoria. We haven't known each other very long, only about 3 years, but you have become such a main person in my life, and I'm so happy to be gaining another sister. Yay! By the way, Victoria is Ed's fiance, if you don't know, by the way. Oh, what's happened? There we go. Sorry, I feel like I'm babbling. Yes, thank you all for being with me today, and for keeping me together and helping me really keep my shit together today. It's been needed. There's been some breakdowns, but we're good. Next, I want to mention the Macaulays. Helen, Mac, Ed, and Victoria. I'll get to you in a second, don't worry. And I chose your son and your brother, not realising the family I would gain. And you have really welcomed me in with open arms and made me a part of your family from the get-go. You've shown me such kindness and love and patience, which was definitely needed on our ski holidays with my tears and my tantrums on the slopes, but we made it. And I am so truly thankful to have you in my life and now as my family. Mum and Dad, I can't really put it into words, so I've tried, but I just want to thank you for really making me into the person I am today, and for nurturing me and loving me from my very first breath, even though it was a little bit earlier than planned. I was a bit of a surprise entrance into the world. I know we've had our ups and downs, I mean, who hasn't with their parents, but you really have been so steadfast, and that just means everything, and I thank you for being you, and yeah, I just love you both so very much. A few honourable mentions. Scott Mack, at the back, you! Thank you for serenading us so wonderfully earlier. And you're basically my brother-in-law, Erin's husband, so it's great. I'm glad to be joining you in the Macaulay clan. All the guys who helped us set up, Matt, Freddie, Ed, my bridesmaids, Robin, Amy, Max, and family, just thank you so much. You really made our lives easier. Nikki Hennessy, who was my youth leader growing up, and Erin's mum. And for Helen for doing a reading for us during the ceremony, it was great. And also my Uncle Dave, who conducted our ceremony. It meant so much to me, so thank you. Now we move on to this one right here. Well, best till last. I mean, you just look smashing in that suit. You really do. You're my love, my life, and my forever person. I knew very early on that I loved you, and I just can't and couldn't then picture my life without you. And I keep doing that, sorry. I knew, I've said that already. Now, this bit of the speech should be the easiest, technically, to write, but I've actually found it the hardest. I just can't, and I couldn't find the words to express my love and appreciation and admiration of you. You're my rock, my light in the dark. You encourage me in my dreams and my aspirations. You sit with me when I need a cuddle and always cook me a cracker meal. You show me kindness, empathy, selflessness every single day. Like when I come home from a shift and you just make the time, you've cooked, you've cleaned, and you sit with me for however long I need to, even if you've worked upwards of 50 hours that week. Get that under control there, Pascal.
Part-timer.
I'm so proud of you for stepping into this really new and exciting adventure with Pascal, and I'm so excited to see where it's going to take you. I can't wait to see what life has in store with us, or for us, and all the adventures and the mundane days and nights at home as well. The first one being our little puppy coming on Saturday. We're so excited. So please raise, sorry, that was much longer than I anticipated. Please raise your glasses to my husband, Will.
Thank you very much for that. That's brilliant, Sarah. I was just going to, one thing, Sarah, in all the confusion today, talking about welcoming you into the family, when the photographer called for the bride's family, Helen went, "Oh, that's us." You were, so as far as we're concerned, you've always been part of the family since you first joined us. And yeah, it represents itself in my wife's confusion.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so final words then to the groom himself, William Macaulay.
Right, just a quick few words on behalf of my wife and I. Get that in for an easy cheer. Yes, I suppose it's just it's a few thank yous going through and saying thank you to the important people who've helped make today what it is and helped make us who we are. As Sarah mentioned, I'll go through, obviously there's a few people who aren't here today. You saw in the video, the Moss side of the family are quite adventurous, half in Singapore, half in Thailand, and unfortunately they couldn't make it here today, but yes, all our love to them over there. And then obviously Granny and Gramps, who couldn't be here today, who we would have loved to be here, but we were lucky enough to see a couple of weeks ago and spend some time with them, and we'll go and spend more time with them soon. And then a big thank you to the venue staff and the photographers, everyone who's helped and is still going to carry on helping, the caterers who are going to do us a yummy meal. Thank you to all of you. And then on to the groomsmen, Matt and Freddie over here. What have I written about you? No, it's straightforward. We've been friends for 20 years, the three of us. We don't see as much of each other now as we used to, and we try and fix it, but that's a job for another day. But we're so lucky that we've got to the point where it can be a month, 6 months, and we slot right back in where we left off. What I've written is, you keep me young. You keep me, life gets a bit serious sometimes, and then we see each other again, and how to enjoy the moment, I suppose. How to just be in each other's company, and yeah. No, I appreciate you boys, and thank you for all your help today as well. And then on to Ed, my best man. It's fitting that you said about the qualities in me that you appreciated, because what I've got written down is that you don't realise the role model you've been to me. All the things you said you appreciate about me, I learned from you. Once we were past the teenage bickering, of course, over the last 5 years, that is. Once we got past the teenage arguments, and since you were a teenager, it's not 10 years for me. Harry and Tanya, thank you so much for welcoming me into your family. We wish we could get over to Coleraine more often, and we plan on making sure we get over to see you as much as we can and make sure we're there as much as we can be in the future. But whenever we are there, from the start, from the first time we came over, you made me feel so welcome, made me feel like part of the family from the get-go, and I really appreciate that because I was terrified. No, just of the concept. And thank you for raising Sarah and teaching her everything that you've taught her and bring her up to be the wonderful woman she is today. Mum and Dad. Thank you for all the, well, I don't know, yeah, where to go. Thank you for everything. All the love, all the support over my entire life and building up to today. I put down how happy it makes me when I hear about I'm at work and Sarah has come round yours for a roast dinner, or Mum and Sarah at the River Terrace for lunch every week. It makes me so happy knowing that you've been so welcoming of her and you're already part of the same family. And last, Sarah, you look beautiful. I wasn't sure what to say. I could talk for a while about all the amazing things about you, but you're the best thing that's happened to me in my entire life. I'm so lucky I met you. I can't wait for the rest of our lives together as we grow and change together and face all the adventures and all the challenges we have to come. What have I written?
I lost my place.
I've lost my place here.
Worry, it's fine.
I've skipped a bit. Anyway. Yes, we've had some amazing times already. We've had a lot of adventures, a lot of good times, obviously some hard times, that you've been there supporting me all the way through. And I think more of the same in our lives to come. But yes, I suppose thank you for everything. And thank you for saying yes.